All right, John, we've had some time to look back on the game. What are some of your thoughts now that you can sit down and have that time to think?
Yeah, it was obviously disappointing the way, probably from about 10 minutes just before half time, really. I thought that we had a fair bit of the momentum and a lot of the game up our end in that second quarter. We didn't kick goals, we kicked 1 goal 6, and they were able to kick 3 relatively easy goals on us, which hurt us a bit. But then probably about 10 minutes before half time, we just didn't hit in around the ball enough, and really from that point onwards to the rest of the game, we just got smashed around the stoppages, and that area we've usually been good at, and we weren't very good at it on the weekend.
Speaking to a couple of the guys post-match, they described it as a bit of a wake-up call, or worse in some cases. Is that the way you see it?
I mean, we should have played better. I mean, we thought we were prepared for it, and they were, to their credit, GWS were really good, and we need to be better than that.
It might sound a bit silly after such a disappointing loss, but were there any positives you took out of it at all?
Well, it wasn't a lot. I mean, we had the momentum of the game in that second quarter for a lot of the time, and we kept on sending it back inside our forward 50, but we weren't able to score, and probably largely through inaccuracy. And they were just scoring too easily, and the combination of that, no matter who you play, is really difficult. And we need to make sure we spend the next couple of weeks before our next game working on those areas.
You mentioned they're 2 weeks off now. What are some of the areas that you really need to focus in on before Collingwood?
Oh, just all those areas. I mean, there's a number of things we've got to work on, as you'd imagine, coming out of the game, and we've got to make sure our contested ball is a lot more consistent across the entire game. We went at -19 in the last quarter, and we just can't have that going so late. Over the course of the game, we were in front at different times and well in front at different times, but you can't drop away that much in a quarter of footy.
A couple of injury concerns out of the weekend. First of all, Kieran Jacku was pulled out late. What can you tell me about him, if anything at all?
Well, hopefully he's looking okay for Collingwood, but we won't know until later on this week. So we'll wait and see how he pulls up. Lewis Roberts-Thompson is having a scan, and certainly at this stage we just don't know yet.
And really disappointing news about Alex Johnson and his knee again. Have you spoken to him, and how's he taking the news?
Oh, he's, as you'd imagine, he's disappointed. He's putting on a really brave face, to his credit. He's already talking about his rehab and getting on with things, but he's clearly deep down inside to be extremely disappointed with doing 12 months of rehab, already going through 2 knee reconstructions, and then having to front up again and do the same thing. So we're going to take some time with him now, and he was getting some swelling in the knee from the first knee reconstruction, and we need to make sure that that's is well on top of before the next stage.